Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to our COVID-19 expert webinar series. We'll be starting in 2 minutes. Hello, everyone. We're going to start in about a minute from now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar series on COVID-19 Expert. My name is Shweta and I'm project manager at Acuvate. I also have with me Aditya, who is my co-host for this webinar.
Hey, hi everyone. Good morning. I'm Aditya. I'm a technical specialist with Acuvate.
Thanks, Aditya. In today's webinar, we'll be taking a look at IT virtual agents and how these can be employed within organizations, their benefits and value. We have a demo lined up for you as well, wherein we'll be showcasing many different scenarios, starting from simple FAQs to more complex integrations. In the end, we will have some time for Q&A, wherein you can ask your questions to us via chat. And before we begin, I wanted to take a minute to quickly introduce Acuvate to you. Acuvate delivers software services to our customers around the globe. Our focus is to use artificial intelligence and robotics for accelerating digital transformation for our customers. We are working with some of the largest customers in retail and CPG, oil and gas, finance and manufacturing. We have delivered several large transformational projects leveraging RPA and AI. Here you can see few of our esteemed customers that we have worked with. Before we start with our IT Virtual Assistant demo, let's take a quick look at the different challenges being faced by organizations and businesses today. Operational continuity. One of the challenges is to ensure that business operations continue smoothly. Organizations need to have the ability to be ready for disaster recovery and business continuity planning. Another challenge is tracking employee well-being. Tracking employee well-being is especially important in times of crisis like COVID-19. As most employees are working remotely and in different parts of the world, it is important to keep their well-being in check. The next challenge is remote grievance handling. It's important to help and assist your employees regarding their requests and queries. It becomes more challenging to do so when support capacity is reduced and the number of requests keeps increasing. As most people are working remotely, such queries can come in on a 24/7 basis. In fact, a recent Gartner survey shows that only 12% of organizations are prepared for such business disruptions. And finally, employee collaboration. Most of my meetings from the past 2 months have been remote. It's become challenging to ensure effective team and project collaboration. With tools like Microsoft Teams and SharePoint intranets, we have been able to still maintain a very high degree of communication and collaboration within my team and across our organization. Before we move ahead, let us have a quick poll. You can select more than one option here. I can see lots of responses coming in. That's great. Thank you. People who haven't, request you all also to give your input so that it will be helpful. And we'll start with our next section in the next 15 seconds. Thank you. Yeah, moving on. So, how can IT virtual agents help us in such situations? IT virtual agents have become a part of our IT support team. These agents can work 24/7 and help to deflect low value and repetitive tickets from your support contact center. This helps to reduce your support costs by driving down the cost per contact. And as these are available 24/7, you can ensure high productivity for your employees and support staff. Some of the key features that you can get with IT virtual agents are ticket and request management via a simple and easy to use chat interface. Integration with various IT tools like Office 365, SharePoint, Workday, ServiceNow, Remedy, and many more. Automate your ticket or incident creation, assignment, and resolution process. Effectively handle escalations using live agent handoff. Using this, you can seamlessly allow your live support agents to join the bot conversation and help your employees. Integrate existing knowledge sources into the bot and implement an effective self-help and knowledge search strategy. Finally, we at Acquate have developed several ready-to-use templates, language models, and dialogues to help you quickly implement your IT virtual agent. And before we get into our demo, I wanted to take another 30 seconds for another quick poll. Yeah, thank you for your responses. Now over to my colleague Aditya for the demo part.
Thank you, Shweta. Hi, everyone. So what I'll be quickly showcasing today is, let me quickly switch over to my demo screen. Just one moment, right? So what this I have prepared, a very small agenda for the demo session today. So let's run through. Yep, sorry. I hope everyone can see my screen, right? So the first thing about today is I want to first run through our virtual assistant offering that we have. So let's take a quick look about what we offer and how easy it is to quickly develop a chatbot, using our bot building platform, right? So so we call this bot a digit bot, so which is basically our offering of a virtual assistant. So a virtual assistant can have multiple personas. So just give it a moment. Perfect. So, as I said, the virtual assistants can have multiple personas. So in this virtual assistant, we are making sure that this bot can be completely serviceable for every part of an enterprise, right? Right from your IT needs to your HR needs could be even for your field sales people. They could just quickly go to the chatbot and go to check in into the CRM, for example, or maybe a procurement scenario. But for today's demo, I'm going to deep dive into our IT bot. So let's take a quick example of our IT persona and the various features that Shweta had just presented to us, right? So as any IT bot goes, our bot is designed to provide all kinds of to resolve most of the queries through intelligent automation, right? So we have FAQs, which are trained to the bot, like policies, basic L1 and L2 troubleshooting, so that your bot acts as the first line of defense when it's talking to a user, right? And also going ahead, creating tickets, creating requests, and seeing the status of tickets, reaching out to an agent in those kind of niche features. And also the most interesting bit is adding a touch of cognitive RPA to automate some of those mundane and long processes by doing a password reset or creating an email account. As you can see here, there are a lot of buttons on my carousel, and your user can go ahead and directly click on the button, or he can go ahead and type a query. Now let's go in an end user scenario, and let's ask the bot a particular query. Now, since everyone is working from home, everyone needs to start utilizing VPN, right, for all their day-to-day needs. So let's ask the bot a VPN related query, right? Since we are utilizing Microsoft's language understanding services, our bot is able to interpret the natural language put forward by the user, right, and make it understandable. So this is the policy that the bot has come up with a response and saying, okay, so this is the policy that you need to know when you need an VPN. So a VPN is compulsory. Now, since I do know now VPN is compulsory, I need to make a VPN request. So I can go ahead and easily just go ahead and create a VPN asset request. So just a disclaimer here, right? Whatever you're seeing here, all these flows, me as a trainer, I have not done a single bit of development. Everything has been very simple. I've just had to go to the portal and I have to just fill in my responses and add the intents. It's pretty much that easy. So you can see here now the bot has populated a very simplistic form where I can just go ahead, choose my issue, and it's a high priority issue. I need my VPN to continue working, and hit submit. Now for this demo, what we have done is we have integrated this chatbot with ServiceNow. Again, it's not just limited to ServiceNow. Chatbot can be integrated with multiple IT line of business applications, right? Right. So now the request has reached the ServiceNow station. Now any minute now, yes, now a request has been created. Now let's go and check out the request in the ServiceNow page. So I'm going to ServiceNow and I'll be quickly showing you the request which was just created by the chatbot. Yes, as you can see here, the request is successfully created by the chatbot on ServiceNow portal very easily with just one simple form, added this short description. And again, all of these are customizable. So if you feel my chatbot needs to do approval, request, location, yes, we can go ahead and easily configure that. So that's how easy and seamless the interaction is with the chatbot. Now let me go ahead and ask a different scenario, right? So let's say so I keep my mails are not being sent. So let me say I'm getting a non-delivery report on in Outlook, right? So let's see what kind of resolution the chatbot is able to give me. right? So this is a very simple troubleshooting scenario where the chatbot tries to give me a resolution, and to understand my problem better, it's asking me what exact issue are you facing. So me, when I went to my Outlook, the kind of error I got was a mailbox was unavailable, right? So I'm telling the bot, okay, so this is the exact issue I'm facing. Now the chatbot goes ahead and enters to the root of the problem, and gives me a response, gives me a resolution. Now I might feel, okay, this did not help me at all, and I don't think this has helped me resolve my problem, and my problem is still persisting. Now I'm not happy with it, right? So I can go ahead and say anything. I can say this did not help. So we've added a bit of our touch of an AI awareness a bit to the chatbot, where even after the chatbot has given a response, it's able to understand that it's not been very useful, and it's given me it leads to an escalation scenario, and it's given me multiple escalation options, as you can see here, right? And there are many ways to do this. You can completely customize it. You can say that, okay, so a bot is not able to answer, it can tap into your enterprise's knowledge base or repository and populate the user with those articles, and then it can go ahead and create a ticket. So these kind of scenarios you can easily configure and publish the chatbot. So now the chatbot has gone ahead and since I'm facing an email related issue, it's gone ahead and searched across multiple repositories. So in this case, it's searched across SharePoint and ServiceNow, right? So this is where we, as Accuvate, we are trying to incorporate the whole concept of enterprise search in a chatbot, which is one of the most must-have features that we feel that should be there in an IT bot. So now it's given me all these search results, but I really don't think on any of them is helping me to the root of my problem. Now I want to now talk to a live agent, because this is a very important issue and I need it resolved ASAP, right? So now I'm handing it over to a live agent. So let me quickly show you how the experience looks like. Right? So now I will show you, this is our human handoff portal, right? So now this is a human handoff portal. So you can see the agent, once he taps, goes into the chatbot, he's able to see all the previous conversations that was had between the bot and the user. And the agent gets the first-hand information about what kind of issue the user might be facing. Now I can go as an agent, right? And this is happening live, an omni-channel implementation, right? So the user doesn't have to jump into another platform. So now the agent being on the portal, he is on a live scenario. He is communicating with the user, trying to resolve the issue, right? So now I've sent a message from the agent's perspective, and you can see here on the left hand side is my chatbot over here on Teams, and on the right hand side I have the user popped up, and you have a queue management system as here as well. So I've sent the message. Oh, I think it's just taking some time to send that message. So let me quickly. It could be a network problem from my side. So let me quickly maybe refresh the page. So this could aid the Yes, pretty much. It is a network issue. Apologies from my side. Yeah. So you can see here the user is added, and let me quickly open up the conversation. Yes. Right. Let me re-ask that. So the agent has sent out the message. You can clearly see here, and the message has come to the bot, and now you can see the agent is now chatting with the user, and it's not the chatbot anymore. So in this way, the agent can go ahead and have a deep level conversation of and understand about the issue, provide the right resolution, right? And if required, maybe create a ticket from the user agent side to escalate it or to provide the right resolution. So now I can go ahead and just say, now let's quickly disconnect. So now the agent has the ability to just quickly disconnect from the conversation. So now you are disconnected from the agent. So now let's ask the bot, let's now, right? So now let's see. Now I've spoken to the agent, I've come back to the chatbot. And now when I say, what can you do or help, right after me being sent back, now I'm back to the IT bot. Now it's back to the chatbot. So seamless transition between the agent and back to the chatbot, right? So whatever this, and this is just me like tapping into the surface of the features, right? And there are way too many, there are a lot of more interesting features that that we would like to showcase, like RPA and more cognitive automation abilities of the chatbot. Now, how we used, I want to quickly showcase the platform that we used to create these flows with such ease, right? Where there's no such sort of development involved. And you can imagine a scenario where your IT department just takes care of the infrastructure of this platform, and your domain experts takes over with adding the responses and configuring their domain or their problem specific questions, right? And they can just go to this portal and seamlessly configure them. And you can see this is a high level analytics that the portal gives you, that kind of shows you what are the most asked questions, how many users are interacting with the chatbot, what are the most asked keywords. And this kind of dashboards will help enterprises boost their adoption of these chatbots within their organization, right? So this is an analytics page. And I quickly want to also showcase our response management system. So we have simplified this whole response configuring, where you don't have to write a single piece of code. Just go there, choose what you want, and we have something called a visual response builder, where we've made it very easy for users to go in, add, edit the responses. They can drag and drop responses and choose, okay, so I want to have more carousel cards, I want to edit this text, I want to have an image, and they can just hit generate, right? So you can see here the whole the message format has been generated into a machine understandable response. So that's how easy the interface is about core pages. And with this platform, you can roll out a simple piece of simple chatbot, like example that I showed you, in almost 4 to 5 weeks. You can roll out to all your employees, right? Think this is it from my side. Thank you so much. Over to you, Shweta.
Thank you, Aditya, for the demo. So just like the IT virtual assistant we have seen just now, different organizations are implementing virtual agents for different areas of their business. Virtual agents are for everyone. You can have agents not only for IT, but also for other functions like HR, legal, admin, marketing, and more. These agents can not only help your employees, but can also support your customers, consumers, suppliers, and vendors. We would like to know what areas are you interested in. Request you all to respond to our poll question, where we want to know if you are planning to roll out any virtual agents in your organization today, and what would be the personas that you're looking for. This is also a question which has a multi-select option. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your responses. So moving on. Yeah, as a part of this webinar series, we are focusing on several essential apps that organizations would need to implement during the current crisis and for effective business operations in the new normal. In our upcoming webinars, we'll be covering additional areas like safety, health, and environment apps, workplace management apps, HR virtual agents, communication and collaboration suites, sales and marketing reporting, supply chain reporting and optimization. Yeah, so we have a couple of minutes to take your questions. Please write your questions in the questions window of GoToMeeting. And in case if you're interested in trying out a virtual agent for your IT or HR, please do write to us. Okay, so we've got our first question. The question is, how much time does it take to deploy the virtual agent you have shown today? Aditya, do you want to take it?
Hey, sure, Shweta. So as we have already developed the virtual agent as an accelerator tool, we can easily deploy this and the same solution in less than 2 weeks in your Azure subscription, right? And any further integrations or customizations that you want to incorporate will just take an additional 2 weeks. So all in all, you can get a complete working IT virtual agent for a pilot rollout in 3 to 4 weeks of time.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Aditya. Thanks. All right, here's another one. Do you provide IT bot as software as a service? And what about my data? Okay, let me answer this one. We have deployed several IT bots for our customers, including the likes of City of New York, Department of Environmental Protection. We do not provide this as a SaaS, but more as an accelerator. The deployment will be done in your Azure subscription, as Aditya just mentioned, and you will have complete control over data privacy, data residency, and data retention. And yeah, here's a third question as well. So they're saying we are looking to do a small POC to understand better. Can you help me with that? The answer is yeah, absolutely, we can. We'll surely help our customers with evaluations and POCs all the time. We will reach out to you for your specific need. Aditya, do you want to add anything else here?
Hey, yeah, Shweta. So the thing is, we have actually developed several bots in production, which are actually in production for several large enterprises. And we've also helped many of them evaluate these solutions via POCs and pilots that I just mentioned earlier. So we can help you with this technology and platform evaluations as well. So you'll get a better insight on your decision to go ahead.
Yeah, so in fact, for the entire audience here, if you have any needs in mind, please feel free to reach out to us anytime. Okay, so there are a lot more questions here, but we'll ensure that we will reach out to you personally and we'll ensure that we answer all of them. And yeah, thanks for your time today. That's all we had from our end today. I hope you have found this beneficial, and we hope to see you in our next webinar series. Stay safe, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone.